Okay, so this question says that you have 7 hot dogs and 4 hamburgers cost $14.75. So what I'm going to let X be the number of hot dogs that we have and Y be the number of hamburgers. Okay, so then the 7 hot dogs would translate into 7X. When you have and, you change that into addition. So 7X plus the 4 hamburgers, and hamburgers we're representing as Y. So plus 4Y equals the cost of $14.75. So that's going to be my first equation. The 7X plus 4Y equals $14.75. And then my second equation is going to come from the 4 hot dogs. So 4 hot dogs would be 4X, and we change to addition, 7 hamburgers, 7Y equals $15.50. So what your system is going to look like that you're trying to solve here is the 7X plus 4Y equals $14.75. And then the 4X plus 7Y equals $15.50. Now, I do want to go through solving this system because a lot of times students will choose to use elimination, but it's not really clear how to get the variable eliminated. So let's say that I'm trying to eliminate X. So if I'm trying to eliminate X, I currently have a 7X times and a 4X, and they do not have a common factor. So what I can do when there's no common factor there between the 7 and the 4 is I can say that I want to have a 28X and a minus 28X, because 28 is, of course, 7 times 4. So I can multiply the first equation by 4, and then the second equation by -7. So basically like that opposite number that's in front of the equation. So here the 7 is the coefficient, so I multiply by 4, 4 multiplied by -7. So kind of like a flip-flop there of those coefficients. So if I do that, then what's going to happen for my system is I'm going to have 4 times 7. So again, forget about the second equation, just focus on the first equation. So the 4 times 7 will give us 28X, plus the 4 times 4 gives us 16Y equals, and then the 14.75 times 4 gives us 59. And then for our second equation, multiplying by -7, -7 times 4 gives us -28X, and then -7 times 7Y gives us -49Y. And then the 1550 times -7 gives us -108.5. So then I'm going to, based on the fact that I'm trying to do elimination, I am going to add both of these equations together. So the 28X and the minus 28X cross out. And then I have the 16Y minus the 49Y gives us -33Y. And then the 59 minus the 108.5 gives us -49.5. And then divide both sides by -33, divide by -33. And that gives us Y equals, when we divide the -49.5 divided by 33, that gives us positive 1.5. Okay, so that tells us that the cost of the hamburger is $1.50. So $1.50 would be the cost of the hamburger. And then to get the other variable, all we're going to do is go back to either of these equations and plug in the $1.50. So I might use my first equation. So subbing into the first equation, I have the 7X plus 4Y equals 14.75. And then I'll plug in that my Y is the $1.50. So I'll have 7X plus, and then the 4 times 1.5 gives us 6, equals 14.75. and then minus 6 from both sides. And here we actually have an equation to solve, right? So like we have to go through that, subtract 6 from both sides, get 7x equals, so the 14.75 minus 6 gives us 8.75, and then divide by 7 to get x is 1.25. So that tells us that the hamburger, wait a minute, x represents hot dog. The hot dog, excuse me, the hot dog represents the x, and so that would tell us that the hot dog cost $1.25.